Imagine a life where you stop stressing over things you can't control and start focusing on what truly matters: your actions, your mindset, and your peace of mind. In life, there are countless situations we encounter daily that can feel overwhelming or frustrating, often leading us to focus on things we simply cannot control. This misplaced energy can drain us emotionally and mentally, leaving us powerless and reactive. However, Stoicism teaches us to shift our perspective and direct our attention only to what truly lies within our control. This is the foundation for personal empowerment and transformation. The Stoics believe that while we cannot dictate external events, we have full control over our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote that we must keep our minds focused on what is within our power, our reasoned choices and actions. Everything else, from the weather to the opinions of others, lies outside our influence. By accepting this, we liberate ourselves from the burden of trying to change things that cannot be changed. This principle isn't about passivity or indifference. It's about focusing our energy where it has the greatest impact, on our internal state and deliberate choices. When faced with adversity, instead of complaining or reacting impulsively, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, then practice letting go. This doesn't mean you don't care about the outcome, but rather that you are choosing to invest your energy in what you can influence, your response and mindset. For example, imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late to an important meeting. You can't control the traffic or change the time, but you can decide how you react. Instead of getting angry or stressed, you can use the time to mentally prepare for your meeting, listen to something inspiring, or practice deep breathing. This shift in focus transforms a stressful situation into an opportunity for growth and mindfulness. By consistently applying this principle, you begin to notice how much lighter life feels. You stop wasting energy on external circumstances and instead build a sense of calm and resilience. This clarity empowers you to face challenges with grace, knowing that your well-being and peace of mind are within your control, no matter what life throws at you. Life often seems chaotic, filled with distractions and conflicting priorities. In the midst of this, Stoicism offers a profound yet simple principle: clarity of purpose. To transform your life, it's essential to identify what truly matters to you and align your actions with this purpose. Marcus Aurelius frequently reflected on the importance of living in agreement with nature, which, in Stoic philosophy, means understanding your role in the world and living in alignment with your values and responsibilities. Finding your purpose isn't about chasing fleeting desires or external validation. It's about asking yourself deep questions. What do I value most? What legacy do I want to leave behind? What brings me a sense of fulfillment? Once you begin to answer these questions, you can start stripping away distractions and focusing on what aligns with your deeper calling. In today's fast-paced world, we're bombarded with demands for our time and energy, making it easy to drift through life without direction. But when you clarify your purpose, every decision becomes easier. You begin to see which activities contribute to your growth and which are merely distractions. Purpose acts as your internal compass, guiding you through uncertainty and keeping you grounded in moments of doubt. For example, if your purpose is to create meaningful relationships, then you'll prioritize spending quality time with loved ones over superficial pursuits. If your purpose is professional growth, you'll focus on skill building and meaningful contributions rather than chasing accolades. Every action becomes a step toward a life that feels truly fulfilling. One of the most powerful Stoic practices to reinforce this principle is daily reflection. Each morning, ask yourself, what is my purpose today? How can my actions reflect my values? Then, at the end of the day, review your choices. Did I live in alignment with my purpose? Where did I falter, and how can I improve tomorrow? This simple practice fosters a sense of accountability and helps you stay committed to your goals. Clarity of purpose also brings resilience. When challenges arise, knowing your why gives you the strength to persevere. Obstacles become stepping stones rather than roadblocks, because you're not just reacting to life, you're intentionally shaping it. Your purpose serves as a source of motivation, helping you remain disciplined even in the face of adversity. By focusing on your purpose and aligning your daily actions with it, you create a life of intention and meaning. This practice not only builds self-discipline, but also fosters a deep sense of satisfaction and peace, knowing that you're living in accordance with your values and contributing to something greater than yourself. In life, distractions are inevitable. From constant notifications to external pressures and fleeting temptations, the world pulls us in countless directions. To navigate this effectively, Stoicism teaches us the principle of focusing on what is within our control and letting go of the rest. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this in his writings, reminding us that our thoughts, actions, and attitudes are the only things truly within our power. When you focus on what you can control, you liberate yourself from the frustration and anxiety of trying to manage external events or other people's behavior. This shift in perspective allows you to redirect your energy toward productive and meaningful actions. Instead of being consumed by what could go wrong or by factors outside your influence, you ground yourself in the present and take responsibility for your responses. Applying this principle starts with recognizing the distinction between what you can and cannot control. For example, you can't control whether someone likes you, but you can control how you treat them. You can't control the outcome of a situation, but you can control the effort you put into it. This focus not only reduces stress, but also empowers you to act with clarity and purpose. Imagine you're working on an important project, but unexpected obstacles arise. Instead of worrying about circumstances you can't change, like someone else's performance or unforeseen delays, you focus on your role and how you can adapt. This approach keeps you productive and helps you move forward, even in challenging situations. This principle also applies to emotional resilience. While you can't control the opinions of others or external events, you can control how you interpret them and how you choose to react. By practicing emotional detachment from things outside your influence, you develop a stronger sense of inner peace and stability. To strengthen this practice, consider using a daily mantra or reminder, such as, "What is in my control right now?" Whenever you feel overwhelmed or distracted, pause and ask yourself this question. It's a simple yet powerful way to refocus and realign with Stoic wisdom. Ultimately, focusing on what you can control allows you to approach life with greater clarity, confidence, and peace. You stop wasting energy on futile efforts and instead channel it into areas where you can make a real impact. Over time, this practice builds not only self-discipline, but also a profound sense of freedom, as you learn to let go of what doesn't serve you and fully embrace what you can influence. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a transformative practice for navigating life with resilience and joy. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the blessings in his life, even amidst challenges, reminding himself to appreciate what he had rather than lament what he lacked. This perspective is a powerful antidote to dissatisfaction and a practical tool for immediate life transformation. When you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's present, cultivating a mindset of abundance and contentment. It's not about ignoring difficulties, but about recognizing that, even in the midst of struggle, there are always things to be thankful for. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment, helping you to see the richness of your life as it is. To integrate gratitude into your daily life, start with simple reflections. Each morning, take a moment to identify 3 things you're thankful for. These don't have to be monumental. They can be as simple as the warmth of the sun, the support of a friend, or the opportunity to learn something new. By starting your day with this practice, you set a positive tone that influences your mindset and actions. Throughout the day, challenge yourself to find gratitude in unexpected places. When faced with a difficulty, consider what it might teach you or how it could contribute to your growth. For instance, if you're dealing with a tough situation at work, focus on how it's building your patience or problem-solving skills. This shift in perspective helps you approach challenges with a constructive and open mind. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect on the good things that happened, no matter how small. This practice reinforces your awareness of the positive aspects of life and helps you end the day on a note of appreciation. Over time, these small acts of gratitude can have a profound impact on your overall outlook and emotional well-being. Gratitude also strengthens relationships. When you express appreciation for others, it deepens connections and fosters mutual respect. Make it a habit to regularly thank the people in your life, whether it's for their support, kindness, or simply their presence. These expressions of gratitude not only uplift others, but also reinforce your own sense of connection and joy. By practicing gratitude consistently, you cultivate a mindset that is less reactive and more reflective. You become better equipped to face life's challenges with grace and to find fulfillment in the everyday moments that make up your life. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a powerful discipline that reshapes your perspective and enhances your ability to live a more meaningful and contented life. Living in the present moment is a central tenet of Stoic philosophy and a powerful practice for immediate life transformation. The Stoics believed that the present is the only time we truly possess, yet so often we find ourselves consumed by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly emphasized the importance of focusing on the present, urging himself and others to fully engage with the here and now. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring the lessons of the past or neglecting to plan for the future. Instead, it's about approaching each moment with full awareness and intention, understanding that the past cannot be changed and the future is uncertain. The present is where action happens, where decisions are made, and where life unfolds. To cultivate this mindset, start by practicing mindfulness in your daily life. Pay close attention to what you're doing, whether it's having a conversation, completing a task, or simply enjoying a quiet moment. Avoid distractions that pull you away from the moment, like mindlessly scrolling on your phone or letting your mind wander to unrelated worries. When challenges arise, remind yourself that they exist only in the present moment. Ask, what can I do right now to address this? This approach not only reduces overwhelm, but also empowers you to take constructive action. By focusing on what's in front of you, you make the best use of your time and energy. Additionally, practice letting go of unnecessary mental clutter. When you find yourself dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about what's to come, pause and bring your attention back to the present. This could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, noticing the sounds around you, or feeling the texture of something you're holding. These small actions anchor you in the now and help quiet the mind. Living in the present also means embracing the fleeting nature of time. Recognize that each moment is unique and will never come again. This realization encourages you to savor experiences, appreciate the beauty around you, and engage fully with the people in your life. By valuing the present, you cultivate a sense of gratitude and deepen your connection to the world. Over time, this practice transforms how you experience life. You become less reactive to external pressures, more in tune with your values, and better equipped to handle challenges with clarity and calmness. Living in the present doesn't just enhance your daily experiences, it lays the foundation for a more disciplined, purposeful, and fulfilling life. Gratitude is a transformative principle that the Stoics held in high regard. They understood that by cultivating gratitude, one can shift their perspective, build resilience, and find contentment in even the most challenging circumstances. For the Stoics, gratitude wasn't just about appreciating the good times, it was about finding value in every experience, even those that seem negative at first glance. Practicing gratitude starts with acknowledging the things you often take for granted. This could be as simple as appreciating the air you breathe, the food you eat, or the roof over your head. The Stoics believed that true happiness doesn't come from external possessions, but from recognizing the abundance already present in your life. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about the importance of reflecting on what you have rather than focusing on what you lack. One practical way to develop gratitude is through daily reflection. Take a few moments each day to list things you're thankful for. These could be small moments of joy, acts of kindness, or personal achievements. The act of writing them down reinforces a positive mindset and helps you stay grounded. Stoicism also teaches the practice of negative visualization, where you imagine life without certain comforts or loved ones. While this might seem counterintuitive, it's a powerful way to deepen your appreciation. By contemplating the impermanence of things, you develop a profound sense of gratitude for the time you do have and the people around you. Gratitude doesn't just benefit your mental state, it also strengthens your relationships. Expressing thanks to others fosters connection and goodwill. Whether it's a heartfelt thank you to a friend, a colleague, or a family member, these moments of acknowledgement have a ripple effect, spreading positivity and reinforcing bonds. In difficult times, gratitude can serve as a lifeline. When faced with adversity, reflecting on what remains steady and good in your life can provide a sense of balance and hope. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it's about finding silver linings and lessons within them. By practicing gratitude consistently, you train your mind to see the good in every situation. This doesn't mean denying reality or sugarcoating hardships, but rather choosing to focus on what empowers and uplifts you. Over time, this practice reshapes your outlook, fostering a sense of abundance and resilience that transforms your approach to life's ups and downs. Gratitude becomes not just an occasional practice, but a guiding principle that enriches every aspect of your journey. Embracing discomfort is a principle that challenges us to step out of our comfort zones and willingly confront difficulties. The Stoics believed that growth and strength are born from facing adversity, and that by voluntarily seeking discomfort, we prepare ourselves to handle life's inevitable challenges with grace and resilience. This principle is not about seeking hardship for its own sake, but about training the mind and body to adapt, persevere, and grow. The Stoics practiced this in their daily lives through small, deliberate acts of discomfort. For example, Seneca would sometimes wear simple clothing or eat plain meals to remind himself that luxury is not a necessity. These practices were not about deprivation, but about building a mindset that was not dependent on external comforts for happiness or stability. In modern life, embracing discomfort can take many forms. It might mean starting a challenging workout routine, engaging in difficult conversations that you've been avoiding, or pushing yourself to learn a new skill that seems intimidating. Each of these actions stretches your limits and helps you build confidence in your ability to handle discomfort. Over time, you become more resilient and less shaken by unexpected difficulties. Another way to practice this principle is through cultivating discipline in areas where it feels easier to give in. For example, resisting the urge to scroll on your phone when you should be focusing on work, or choosing to wake up earlier to maximize your day. These small acts of intentional discomfort train your willpower and help you develop self-control. By embracing discomfort, you also cultivate a deeper appreciation for the comforts and blessings in your life. When you willingly forego ease, even temporarily, you become more mindful of the privileges you have. This practice fosters gratitude and reduces entitlement, aligning with the Stoic belief that true contentment comes from within, not from external circumstances. Facing discomfort also helps us develop courage and perseverance. When you willingly step into situations that challenge you, you build the mental fortitude to face unexpected hardships. This preparedness doesn't just make you stronger, it makes you more adaptable, capable of navigating life's uncertainties with confidence. Ultimately, embracing discomfort is about reframing your mindset. Instead of fearing or avoiding challenges, you learn to see them as opportunities for growth. You recognize that discomfort is temporary, but the lessons and strength it brings are lasting. This principle, when practiced consistently, transforms your perspective and equips you to approach life with greater resilience and self-discipline. The principle of focusing only on what's within your control is central to Stoic philosophy and can profoundly change the way you approach life. In a world filled with distractions, external pressures, and uncontrollable circumstances, this Stoic teaching provides a clear and powerful framework for reducing stress and achieving peace of mind. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about how we waste energy worrying about things beyond our control. He emphasized that it is futile to be upset by the weather, other people's actions, or global events. These things, no matter how much we try, are beyond our reach. Stoics encourage us to shift our focus away from these external factors and redirect our energy to what we can influence, our own thoughts, decisions, and actions. When you begin to internalize this principle, you stop wasting mental and emotional energy on things that do not serve your growth or peace. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent to the world around you. Rather, it means recognizing the limits of your influence and choosing to act within those bounds. The ability to accept what you cannot change is liberating because it frees you from the burden of unnecessary worry. One of the most empowering aspects of this principle is that it allows you to reclaim your personal power. If you focus only on the things you can control, you become more intentional with your actions. You no longer waste time trying to change other people's opinions or trying to manage situations that are inherently unpredictable. Instead, you focus on how you respond, the quality of your work, how you treat others, and how you carry yourself through each day. For example, if you're facing a difficult situation at work, Instead of stressing over how others behave or how unpredictable the environment may be, focus on your own performance. Ask yourself, what can I do to improve my contribution? How can I maintain my integrity in this situation? These are the areas where you have power, and by focusing on them, you can maintain control over your own peace of mind and sense of purpose. This principle also allows you to let go of the need for approval or validation from others. Instead of seeking external rewards or praise, focus on the value of your own actions. Whether others recognize your efforts or not, you can take pride in knowing you are doing your best and acting according to your values. By practicing this principle daily, you begin to experience a profound shift in your mindset. The more you focus on what is within your control, the more confident and grounded you become. You start to recognize that the only true power you have is the power over your own choices and responses. Over time, this leads to greater inner peace, improved self-discipline, and an enhanced sense of personal responsibility. The Stoic principle of accepting discomfort voluntarily is a practice that, while counterintuitive, can greatly enhance your resilience and ability to face life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers believed that by exposing ourselves to discomfort on our own terms, we prepare our minds and bodies for the inevitable difficulties that life will present. This principle is rooted in the idea that we should not shy away from challenges, but rather embrace them as opportunities for growth. In a world where comfort and convenience are often prioritized, deliberately choosing to endure discomfort may seem unnecessary. However, Stoicism teaches us that our true strength is built not in the moments of ease, but in those moments when we step outside our comfort zones. The voluntary practice of discomfort helps train our mind to stay calm and focused during times of real adversity. For example, this could be as simple as skipping a meal to appreciate the food we have, or enduring a physical challenge like a cold shower or a long workout to strengthen our body. These acts of discomfort, no matter how small, help us build a mental toughness that allows us to handle life's uncertainties with greater grace and composure. When we voluntarily choose discomfort, we are signaling to ourselves that we are in control of our reactions and are not dependent on external comforts. The beauty of this practice lies in its ability to expand our tolerance for hardship. By becoming accustomed to mild discomfort, we grow less susceptible to the emotional and mental stress that comes from facing unexpected difficulties. When something more significant and uncomfortable happens, whether it's a personal loss, a setback at work, or an emotional challenge, we are better equipped to handle it with a stoic mindset. The voluntary hardships we choose in daily life teach us to remain calm, composed, and focused on what we can control, no matter what life throws at us. Voluntary discomfort also cultivates a sense of gratitude. It's easy to take everyday comforts for granted, but when we periodically choose to go without them, we develop a deeper appreciation for the things we have. Whether it's the food we eat, the comfort of our home, or the company of loved ones, these small acts of self-denial help us put our blessings in perspective and reinforce our ability to stay humble and grounded. Over time, as we embrace discomfort, we develop a deeper sense of inner strength. We stop viewing discomfort as something to be avoided and instead see it as a tool for personal development. This change in perspective allows us to live with greater intentionality, embracing challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. When we practice voluntary discomfort, we prepare ourselves for the future, grow in resilience, and cultivate a more disciplined, fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the idea of living in harmony with nature, which means aligning yourself with the natural order of things and accepting life as it is, without resistance or unnecessary frustration. The Stoic concept of nature is not just about the natural world, but also about our own nature as human beings, our purpose, our potential, and the way we are meant to live in the world. Living according to nature means understanding that life is full of challenges, setbacks, and imperfections. It's about accepting that hardship is a natural part of the human experience, and that we should not be surprised or defeated by it. Instead, we should view challenges as opportunities for growth and view discomfort and suffering as a part of the process of becoming who we are meant to be. When we try to fight against the natural flow of life, when we resist things that are beyond our control, or when we expect life to be easy, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. Instead, we must cultivate acceptance and resilience. Life is not about avoiding difficulty, but about learning to navigate it with grace, strength, and wisdom. By accepting things as they come and focusing on what is within our control, our actions, our thoughts, and our responses, we begin to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. This acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It's about engaging with life wholeheartedly, without getting lost in frustration over things we cannot change. When you accept the way things are, you stop fighting with reality and begin to find peace in the present moment. This principle invites us to stop clinging to unrealistic expectations or to the way we think things should be. It encourages us to let go of our attachment to outcomes and instead focus on how we can respond to situations in a way that reflects our values. When we live in alignment with our true nature, we stop striving to control things that are beyond our grasp and start to focus on what truly matters. Living in harmony with nature means embracing the full spectrum of human experience, both the highs and the lows. It means understanding that everything has a season, and sometimes things may seem difficult or out of our control, but these moments will pass, and we can grow from them. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius tells us that when we accept the natural course of events, we gain clarity, inner peace, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. You can't change the natural course of the world, but you can control how you move through it, and that's where your power lies. Embrace life as it is, take what it gives you, and continue to build the strength and wisdom to navigate whatever comes your way. Marcus Aurelius, like all Stoic philosophers, deeply understood the importance of focusing on what is within our control. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can influence and what lies outside our reach. In life, we are often confronted with situations, people, and circumstances that are beyond our control. These external factors are unpredictable, uncontrollable, and beyond our influence. The Stoic approach teaches us to focus our energy on the things that we do have control over: our actions, our thoughts, and our responses. When we constantly react to or obsess over things outside of our control, we waste precious energy and time. It leads to unnecessary stress, frustration, and anxiety. But when we learn to focus solely on what we can control, we begin to cultivate peace of mind and clarity. The Stoic practice is about redirecting our attention to the internal, our mindset, our choices, and the way we engage with the world. Take a moment and reflect on the things in your life that are causing you stress. How many of them are directly under your control? Now, ask yourself, how much time and energy are you spending on worrying about those things that you cannot change? This realization can be incredibly freeing. By relinquishing the need to control the uncontrollable, we free ourselves from unnecessary burdens. It's essential to remember that while we cannot control what happens to us, we have complete power over how we choose to respond. This principle is about cultivating an inner fortress of calm and resilience, no matter what life throws our way. If someone cuts us off in traffic, if a friend disappoints us, if we face a personal setback, we cannot control these events, but we can control how we react to them. The way we respond to adversity is where our true power lies. In practical terms, this means learning to embrace what comes without resistance. Instead of fighting against difficult situations or harboring resentment, we can ask ourselves, what can I control in this moment? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and my commitment to growth? Focusing on our actions, our thoughts, and our responses brings clarity and restores our peace. It reminds us that we have the power to shape our experience, even in the most challenging times. The freedom that comes from accepting what is outside our control and focusing on our internal responses is the essence of Stoic philosophy. It's not about being passive or indifferent to life, but about choosing how we engage with the world in a way that fosters inner peace and resilience. So the next time you find yourself facing something you cannot change, remember, you have the power to control your reaction. You can choose how to respond, and in doing so, you regain control of your life. This is where true freedom lies. The Stoic principle of focusing only on what is within your control is perhaps one of the most empowering lessons we can learn from Marcus Aurelius. In a world filled with uncertainty, chaos, and external pressures, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and helpless. But Stoicism teaches us to take a step back and ask, what can I control in this situation? The answer? Our own actions, responses, and thoughts. It's crucial to understand that while we can't control other people's actions, the weather, or even global events, we can control how we react to them. This simple realization can be life-changing. By shifting our focus from the uncontrollable to the controllable, we liberate ourselves from the constant worry and anxiety that stems from trying to manage everything around us. Think about how often we get frustrated with things outside of our control. Someone cuts us off in traffic, a colleague's behavior disrupts our focus, or a loved one is going through a tough time and we feel helpless. These external factors can easily take up space in our minds, draining us of energy and peace. But the Stoic approach asks us to let go of that stress and concentrate only on what we can directly influence: our reactions, our choices, and our mindset. When you fully embrace this idea, it's incredibly freeing. You no longer waste energy on things you can't change. Instead, you put your focus on improving your response to life's challenges, on acting with integrity, on making decisions that align with your values, and on maintaining your peace of mind. This shift can transform your mental state and your life. Now, let's be real. This is not always easy. We live in a world that encourages us to obsess over outcomes, to constantly compare ourselves to others, and to worry about things beyond our control. But imagine how much more peaceful and focused you could be if you simply made the choice to redirect your energy. What if, instead of stressing over things you can't change, you used that energy to build your character, work towards your goals, or show kindness to others? You have the power to control your responses, your mindset, and your actions. And once you accept that, you'll start to see the world through a new lens, one where you're not at the mercy of the uncontrollable, but empowered to make choices that lead to peace and progress. So, as we wrap up this video, I want you to ask yourself, what can I control today? And how can I make choices that align with my values, no matter what life throws at me? Remember, the true power is within you. Focus on what you can control and watch your life transform in ways you never imagined. Keep going, keep growing, and remember, your peace of mind is worth every effort. Stay disciplined, stay resilient, and stay focused on what truly matters. You've got this.